know there's some real money in the room.
Check it ain't cheating.
Guys, real tool, buddy in the room.
Know what I'm saying? Since the last time we sat down, a lot has transpired in the news.
No, goodness.
Chrisean Rock, Blueface's baby mother. She's recently gone viral because she went to a parade, I believe, block party or what have you in Compton, and got slapped, then caught a fade with 3 Crip females.
Yeah, I saw that. I mentioned that on my channel. Man, it's crazy because first and foremost, like, man, she got the balls of a lion, bro, on gang. She dissed the Crips and then went to Compton. Ooh, yes, she in love for that. She in love for that on Hoover. But like I was telling y'all in the last video I did about this situation when she was disrespecting people, people that are not from our culture, you know what I'm saying, they don't have the same respect for it that we do. You know what I'm saying? Like she just said, you know what I'm saying, the dirty C word. You know what I'm saying? And there were repercussions behind that. Why isn't it that Charleston White has any repercussions? Why isn't anybody saying anything about anything he's saying? He disrespected everybody, Crip, Blood. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a different situation when it's not in your face. That's fuck around and see niggas ain't playing. You know what I mean? Like, especially about what they live and die for. You know what I'm saying? And now all our values are being questioned. You know what I mean? Because now we got her disrespecting the Crips, and then you got Charleston White disrespecting the Crips, Bloods, and everybody and their mama, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you got the Mexican dude just pop up and disrespect all blacks. Like I'm saying, this is what we are subjecting ourselves to because of people that are outsiders that's not from our culture. She don't comprehend that and really died for Crip. You know what I mean? She don't really comprehend that. She's from Baltimore, but she know now though on Hoover though.
Well, if Blueface claimed that was his work.
I'm sorry?
Blueface claimed, or at least on the internet, you know.
That's the internet shit. I don't believe that. I believe that Blueface is a man of many means, bro. If he wanted something to happen to her, he could get it done better than that. You know what I mean? I don't believe that, you know what I mean? That's just what I believe. You know what I mean? He could have easily, if he wanted her to, something bad to happen to her, he could have easily said, okay, played it cool with her and had all the Blueface girls waiting at the house for her. You know what I mean? If he was that type of dirty nigga, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't, I mean, that's a lot of the shit, you know what I'm saying? Even with me, a lot of the things that I say get taken out of context and they get misconstrued, and it's all internet. You know what I'm saying? This is what the narrative they want it to be. They want it to be Blueface did that. You know what I mean? I understand it. It makes for good internet. You know what I mean? Baby Daddy sent the hit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Right. I dig it.
Well,
you know?
She fought 3 people at one time.
She lucky she made it up out of there, bro. Like, she lucky she made it up out of there. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, you know, like, we got some homegirls, you know what I'm saying, that are Crips, you know what I'm saying? Not only Hoovers, though, my homegirls as well, you know what I'm saying, that they harder on females than dudes are on dudes, you know what I mean? So, like, she kind of, like, made it out of there, like, kind of like, she made it out of there, like, she slid through, you know what I mean? Because, like, usually, like, when somebody diss your set, you, like, they get it, you know what I mean? Like, the whole hood, everybody on their ass, whooping their ass, fucking it up, you know what I mean? Because it's the set, you know what I mean? This Crip, this Blood, this Hoover, this whatever it may be. So she kind of made it up out of there, you know what I'm saying? And like I said before, she got the balls of a lion, boy. I'm telling you, like, I don't know who was advising her, honey. You need to get from around them people, because that could have very well been your life in reality. You don't play no internet shit or none of that. You disrespected everybody, dead homies and all that shit. This is why I'm trying to settle everything in a non-violent way with Mr. Charleston Cockeye White. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. He challenged me to a boxing match. I accept Mr. Charleston. Well, I told him that I will fight anybody you want me to fight after I fight you. I will put a duct tape over my eye, you know what I mean? Shave the top of my head so I can look like a cancer patient like him. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, no.
I was gonna say, so the audio surfaced where I guess the girl who Chrisean fought was essentially saying Chrisean had been calling some of her homeboys trying to look at each of the females who jumped her.
For what? She's not gonna get no head up. What's wrong with her? You need to leave that alone for some shots to be fired. You with people who like this is not even a fight that she should have even been fighting, bro. Like she should have never even did that to begin with. Like Crips is just not in Compton. You got Crips in all these different states, all these different everything, bro. Like that's something that like and she not even no blood. So why would you do that? Like it was cute to say in front of everybody. Like cute shit has consequences, and this is what she got to deal with. So now look, this is her faith right here. Now look, now if the homegirls in Compton jumped her, did they little shit on her, the next homegirls that catch her gonna be trying to outdo them. Like, get it in the name of Crip. You brought all this shit on yourself. Like, for what? Blueface or nobody else can't say, okay, stop, she had enough. Because now you got all these different Crip fractions and they all feel however they feel. Some of them be like, oh, I ain't tripping. And other ones might be like, oh, fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? So you did all this for what? For the attention? You made it out of there. She made it up out of there. I give her her on Hoover. She went there and she, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? She stayed down. But at the same time, at what cost though? Because see, we all giving her, you know what I'm saying, her props or whatever. But what if there would have been somebody would have popped her there? Then what would we be saying? You know what I'm saying? Like certain things is not like you shouldn't even involve yourself in that type of situation because now all your fans, they inherently, some of them don't like you because you dissed Crip for no reason. You're not even the blood. Like, come on, man, don't get.
She dating the blood.
Well, what the fuck does that mean? That's not the same thing, bro. That don't mean you could say you a blood because you go with a blood and then you go a Crip because you go with a Crip. Like that's whack. That's whack. Like no. So even if she say she is a blood, she ain't never did nothing to no Crips or no Bloods. Like that's silliness. That's how the outside world think. Okay, well I'm with a dude that's a blood, a Hoover, a Crip, or whatever it may be. That I'm that now. Like no, that doesn't make no. No, and whoever she was dating should have told her like that's not cool for you to say because now they got a situation to where now being that she's dating a blood dude, the Blood's got to back her because that's his. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight bullshit.
What do you think Chrisean Rock can do to save face at this point? Like
she didn't already save all the face she did. She stood on her 10 toes on Hoover. She did that. The shit save face. She headlong into it now. What's she gonna do? She can apologize if she want to, but at the same time, some people ain't gonna take that apology. It just comes. She just gotta take it as they go. Some people gonna be tripping. Some people not. But at the end of the day, the moral of this story is you're not a gang member. Why are you even in that? You know what I'm saying? She's not a gang member.
Right.
But she got beef with gang members now. Like, I guess.
Right. I guess it's the cool thing to get on the internet now and just say what you want.
But that's the thing, though. You can't do that. When I speak on the internet, I have to have some type of substance, something where I done went and checked and made sure that what I'm saying is correct, bro. For a reason. For this reason, you got to have something to stand on. She don't got nothing to stand on, bro. She had no reason to diss the. She could have talked about how he looked or anything. Why'd you have to go straight there? To impress the dudes you was in dating? That's the only reason it could possibly, let me just think about it. You have no beef with this dude. The first thing you go at him with is about his gang affiliation.
Well, she said she didn't know.
But that's a lie. You just dated a Crip and you just got, come on, bro, stop playing. We're not going to play the kitty mind ass bullshit ass games. That's the same shit Adam do. Oh, I didn't know. You're a fucking lie. You got 4 extras. You got every gang member in LA in this. You know the politics already. That's why he keeps certain people away from certain people. Ain't nobody stupid. But at the same time, it's the same thing with her. You can't fall back on that bullshit. Like that, come on, that was just.
I think she made a great point when she was talking to Blueface and she basically talked about his restaurant. Are you familiar with the name of his restaurant?
No.
So Blueface opened up a restaurant called King Crab. And she was
they
like,
looking to f you up next.
You know, I mean, I don't. This is like documented. Okay, this is the name of his restaurant.
Okay.
Like that, his restaurant. Like he named it. It was. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's a franchise that he opened, but.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
She essentially said like, They tripping on her, but you.
It's the context. First off, it's all based in the context. First off, he is a Crip. So if he says something derogatory to the Crips got something to say to him, not her, not nobody else, period. Her, on the other hand, she's not a Crip whatsoever, have no gang affiliation. Secondly, the context that he's saying it in is in a restaurant. You know what I mean? That's in a business fashion. They don't have anything to do with any gang banging, and that's the way you want to interpret it. But what she's doing is she's just straight out dissing the Crips. That's definitely not the same thing. Right. You know what I mean? What he can do, you definitely can't do. You're not even a part of what the he. Like, no, stop making all these excuses. That sounds just like Charleston White trying to get up out of this fight with me. So knock that shit off. Get in the ring. Get in the ring.
So just in closing, as long as it's in a business sense, it's not a problem.
But I wouldn't say it. Some people may still have a problem with it. That's something personal. You know what I'm saying? When what he did, and he named his restaurant whatever it was, that's a description. That's really an animal. That's really a creature that you eat. You know what I mean?
It's a seafood restaurant
exactly.
as well.
So this is what I'm saying. So maybe he was saying it in that sense. I don't know. Some Crips may say, bro, why you ain't name your shit that? You know what I mean? He got to explain to them. But she don't have that privilege. She don't have that privilege to say that. Like, you know what I mean? This is why this happened to her in Compton. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know what I'm saying, stall her out and give her a, you know what I'm saying, a break just for the sake of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she understood it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because this ain't nothing to play with, bro. It's dudes in the streets, Crips, Bloods, Mexicans, everybody in these streets losing their lives, bro. For her or anybody else, Charleston White, to come disrespecting and playing with this. Gang culture and hip hop culture and the internet culture are not the same thing, even though they're intertwining. They're not the same thing.
They're intertwining hard.
That's what I'm saying. I understand.
Even I just got a call from Fort Worth, Blood side, and yeah, I need my book back, man. Let me see that book.
Bro, back up, bro. What you doing?
Yeah, but they brung up Triller. You know, I like Triller. I told him,
Triller too legit.
Yeah.
Shout out to my bro, man. Shout out to my bro. It's a very successful. I'm saying
he doing his thing.
He's a smart dude, man. That's a smart dude, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple of things coming out with him as well.
It's like the same thing you saying about Chrisean. Like some people feel like that,
but they can't feel that way about Triller, right? Because first and foremost, he was part of the culture, and secondly, right? He's only calling a ball a strike. He ain't said, he ain't lied about nothing. See, this is the difference between.
I mean, he said all Crips in Texas are fake.
He's talking about everybody that's not tapped into the source is fake, bro. That's just the truth. This don't have nothing to do with Fort Worth. Why do you think everybody is called getting proper? Why do you think everybody trying to talk to these people? Because don't nobody want to be not tapped in. That's what he's talking about. Okay, now if you out here claiming something and you're not tapped in, it could be anything, right? He's saying, why be phony and fake when you could start your own shit? Houston, Texas, Street, West, anything, something that's from here. Get it? Get what he's saying?
Right.
That's
right. I get it, but I'm just saying
that's all. He ain't saying y'all ain't did nothing like I did. When I started speaking on Fort Worth and we started having talks with these dudes, I always gave them their props. We heard about murder wife, we ain't on that. We just trying to see if we can, you know what I mean? That's it. Same thing he doing. He's trying to say, okay, well look, y'all was trying to say this about Gumby, but look at this. Before you can call the kettle black, you got to look at the whole shit. Come on, bro. Like, that's the only thing he was saying. So I think a lot of people that's even commenting on my situation and a lot of other people, they just want to be heard. That's all. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be heard. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you're being heard, you have to understand there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. You can't catch the middle or the end and have an opinion about the whole situation. Don't go like that.
I like what you said about the Triller situation. My only thing in that is like everybody not gonna see it like that.
No, nobody's gonna see anything 100% the same. This is why we have to deal with like-minded, logical people. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is what, well, when the situation happened with Fort Worth, Gumby beef with Fort Worth. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, bro. Like, people make of things what they want to make of them. You know what I mean? And like, I figured that out. I was talking to Triller all the time. I was like, oh, shit, Triller, where'd you go? And it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He stand on that. He stand on what he's saying, bro. And my whole thing is, first thing he say, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. And you can't. He's gonna make every point stick. Pop. He gonna do it professionally. You know what I'm saying, with his little soda. I don't know which brand we're promoting, but it is what it is.
I think it's exotic soda, something like that.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing about it is that he gonna make the points and he gonna have references. He gonna have everything in line, bro. So how can you not agree with the truth? Right. You can't argue with one little point of what he's saying and then discount everything he's saying, because what he's saying is essentially the truth and how we all feel. You know what I'm saying? You either is or you not.
And when you say we, you talking about LA?
No, not LA. Just I'm speaking for me personally and people that's like-minded that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like we joined the community, or we from a community, right? And everything that we have to do to be part of that community and sustain being part of that community. Don't nobody else have that obligation? That's the only thing everybody is saying. He's saying that he was a blood once upon a time. He said I was a blood. And now at this point, I'm defunct. I don't fuck with them. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And these are the reasons why. Then he explained, they had everybody under false knowledge. They call it knowledge out here. You know what I'm saying? They was folklores and all that. So he went through all of that. So he's speaking from his experience. You know what I mean? He's not speaking from anybody else's experience. He's telling you that I was here, I'm doing this.
And that's why I respect
this. What I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, so when they get on him, you know what I'm saying, they was trying to get on him about speaking up for me. I've been knowing Triller before I even came out here. I've been knowing a few different these dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's been the same program with us. You know what I mean? So now he know what he dealing with me. I know what I'm dealing with him. So if somebody speak on him wrong, I'm gonna say, hold up, no, that's definitely not what it is. Like I'm doing right here. That's not cool. Anything that he say that people taking offensive to, he's talking to you. Straight up. If you got anything to say about what that man just told y'all, he's talking directly to y'all. Hoover though.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.